Hi all, welcome to GlowFit community. Today we will focus on doing a series of yogasanas and stretches to kind of warm up your body. If you're just getting started with yoga or you think your body is not that flexible, these movements will help your joints and muscles become more flexible, which will be helpful when you move on to more intermediate and advanced level yoga poses.
Next, I'm going to show you a very easy and beginner friendly way of doing Surya Namaskar. If you're just getting started, feel free to go a little slower than normal so your body gets acquainted and adapted to the movements and gradually starts getting more flexible. So if you're ready, let's get started. Start by lying on your back with your feet together. Keep the arms close to your body, palms facing downward. Now raise the right leg 1 foot above the ground without bending at the knees. Remain in this position for 15 seconds before raising your leg another 30 degrees. Keep going in increments of 30 degrees until your leg is perpendicular to the floor. Slowly lower your leg and repeat on the other side. Now repeat the same movements with both your legs raised together up to 90 degrees. For those of you who cannot raise the legs together, you can practice it using a stool under the limbs to balance the legs properly. This asana reduces excess fat in the abdomen, helps relieve ankle, knee and thigh pain. It also helps relieve constipation and indigestion. Lie down on the back with feet close together. Raise the right leg and bend it at the knees. Bring the thigh near the abdomen, interlock the fingers and press the thighs against the abdomen. Lift the head and try to touch the bent knee with the chin. Remain in this posture for 15 seconds. Bring the head and leg back to normal position and repeat on the other side. Now bend both the legs at the knees and make a finger lock with the hands and place it a little below the knees. Bring the thighs close to the chest, raise the head and shoulders and bring the nose in between the knees. Remain in this posture for 15 seconds. Both these asanas are very helpful in relieving bloating and also in curing back pain. Lie on your back. Raise both the legs to 90 degrees, hold the knees with the hands. Now forcibly get up and see that your body resembles a boat. After balancing, release the hands from knees and keep it stretched above the knees and remain in this position for 15 seconds. This is very useful for curing back pain, indigestion and also helps reduce excess fat in the abdomen. Lie on your abdomen, keeping the legs together, chin touching the floor and the soles facing up. Place the arms on the floor by the side of the chest, the palms facing the floor. Bring the arms back to the last rib bone. Keep the hands bent at the elbows. Least pressure should be exerted on the hands. Keep the hands close to the body. Now raise the head first and then the upper portion of the trunk slowly, just as the cobra raises its hood, till the navel portion is about to leave the ground. Arch the spine well. Keep the body below navel straight in touch with the ground. Remain in this position for 15 seconds. This asana is very useful in curing menstrual problems, asthma and bronchitis. It also helps strengthen your lungs and heart. Lie on your abdomen, stretch out the arms on both sides of the waist with the back parts of the palms resting on the ground. Keep one leg completely resting on the ground and raise the other one as high as possible without bending it at the knees. Remain in this position for 15 seconds and repeat on the other leg. This asana is also helpful in curing backaches and also reducing excess fat in the abdomen. Also, this prevents and cures kidney stones. Lie down on your abdomen, keep your fists under the waist, let the chin rest on the floor, then raise both the legs tightly stretched as high as possible without bending the knees. Remain in this position for 15 seconds. This asana is very beneficial in curing diseases of the uterus and ovary and is also very helpful in controlling blood sugar levels. This is a meditative pose. Sit, keeping both the legs stretched in the front. Bend any one of the legs and place the foot on the opposite thigh so that the sole faces upward. In the same manner, fold the other leg so that both the heels are placed opposite to each other. The head, neck and spine should be kept straight and hands should be placed on the knees by forming Dhyana Mudra. Dhyana Mudra is formed by making a hollow circle by folding the index fingers and touching the inside middle part of the thumb on the corresponding side. This asana helps in increasing your concentration and memory power, calms and freshens your mind, also removes fatigue. This is also the best pose for pranayama and meditation. Sit in Padmasana or Ardha Padmasana. Raise the hands sideways and bring the arms straight over the head and join the palms. Remain in this position for 20 seconds and then bring the hands down. This asana helps tone your arms and also your lower and upper back. The spinal cord is stretched and so the nervous system is also stimulated. Cats are naturally drawn towards tranquil and calm environments. As evidenced by this yoga pose, it has induced a profound sense of relaxation in me, which my cat clearly appreciates and enjoys. Kneel down on your knees with the big toes touching the ground. Then try to sit on the knees. The whole body weight should be supported by your ankles and knees. In the beginning, slight pain may be felt in the knee and ankle joints but passes off very quickly. Keep the knees quite close to each other. The trunk, neck and head should be kept in a straight line. Place the hands straight on the knees, palms down. This asana is super helpful in curing peptic ulcer and hyperacidity. It also strengthens the pelvic muscles and helps in normal childbirth and prevention of hernia. Start by sitting in Vajrasana. Spread the knees a little apart and bend trunk and chest forward between them, allowing forehead to rest on the floor. Extend arms forward to rest on the floor. Maintain the pose for 20 counts and breathe normally. Inhale and return to the original pose. This asana tones your adrenals and helps relieve stress and mental fatigue, and also improves blood supply to the brain, head, and neck. Sit erect and stretch both the legs forward. Bend the right leg and keep it close to the left knee. Bring the right hand backwards and rest it on the floor in a straight line. Bring the left hand from outwards and hold the right ankle. Twist the body right side and lift the head slightly upwards. Remain in this position for 30 seconds and repeat on the other side. Remember not to strain your neck and twist from your abdomen. This asana is very helpful in controlling blood sugar levels in diabetic patients. This also reduces excess fat in the abdomen and hip. Sit with both the legs stretched out and fold the legs simultaneously. Let the soles of the 2 feet touch each other. Hold the feet with both hands and draw them nearer to the body and try to touch your groins with your heels. Press both the knees so that they may touch the floor. Keep upper part of the body and neck erect. Now bend forward and try to touch the soles with the head. Try to remain in this posture for at least a minute. This asana is very beneficial in correcting menstrual disorders and strengthens the muscles and ligaments of the urogenital region. This also helps for normal childbirth if practiced during pregnancy. Stand absolutely straight and erect with your legs, waist, neck all in a straight line. Lift the hands slowly upwards after inhaling and let the palms face forward. Retain the breath, stand on toes and stretch the body. In the beginning, you can try to take the support of any wall nearby. This asana strengthens your arms, legs, vertebral column and also your heart. This asana also supposedly increases your height. This I'm not totally sure, but for people who think adding a few inches to your height will boost your self-confidence, it doesn't hurt to give it a try. Stand erect with your legs together and support the back at the base with the help of your palms. First, bend backwards from your lower back and then bend the head backwards, stretching the muscles of the neck. Make sure that your knees are straight and remain in this position for 20 seconds. Slowly come back to normal position. This asana stimulates your spinal nerves and improves blood circulation in the head. Stand erect with your feet close together and hands along the sides. Raise the right arm sideways up above the head until the arm touches the ear, palm facing left. Bend slowly onto the left side. Keep the left palm down as far as possible along the left leg. Raised hand should not bend at the elbow and knee should be straight. Remain in this position for 20 seconds and repeat on the other side. This helps improve your liver function and also cures hip pain. This also helps your spine be more flexible and healthy. Begin by standing tall with your legs spread wide apart. Gradually lean down, grasping your right foot with your right hand while extending your left hand upward until both arms form a straight line. Lift your gaze upward and focus on your left hand. Maintain this pose for 20 seconds, then switch to the other side. This exercise contributes to vision strengthening and proves beneficial for addressing flat foot problems and alleviating neck muscle stiffness. Let's first start learning the basics of Surya Namaskar one step at a time. Stand tall with your feet aligned and hands gently folded. Lift the arms sideways and upwards, bringing them together above the head. Lean the trunk backwards as you inhale. Bend the body forward and downward, bringing the forehead in contact with the knees, palms resting on the ground beside the feet if possible, with knees fully extended. Exhale during this movement. Extend the right leg to the back, ensuring it is as straight as possible with the left knee positioned between the arms. Arch your back, lift your chest high and raise your head, inhaling deeply. Extend the right leg backward, aligning it with the right hip, supporting the body on your palms and toes. Maintain a straight line from head to toe while exhaling and holding the breath. Lower the knees to the floor without altering the position of palms and toes. Gently touch the forehead to the ground. Inhale as you transition into this position and exhale. Maintaining the position of palms and toes, lean forward, perform a dip by bending the arms with the body weight supported on palms and toes. Inhale as you move into this posture and then exhale. Extend the arms, arch the back, lift the head without altering the placement of palms and toes. Try to keep the knees elevated off the ground if possible and then exhale. Perform a downward dog. Elevate the hips, ensuring arms and legs remain straight, and try to touch the heels to the ground. Direct the head between the arms and exhale. Repeat the posture from the fifth position by lowering the knees to the floor and gently touching your forehead to the ground. Inhale and then exhale. Repeat the third position, but instead placing the right leg between the arms and inhale. Return to the second position, body bent forward and downward, and the forehead in contact with the knees, palms resting on the ground. Exhale. Inhale and go back to the first position, hands raised over your head in a salutation pose, and return to the starting position. This completes one round of Surya Namaskar. In the first round, you start with your left leg in between your palms and finish with your right leg. Now do the second round by starting with your right leg in between your palms and finishing off with your left leg. In this step, when you bend down, extend your left leg backwards and position your right leg between your palms. When you perform the plank pose, try to keep your head, neck and back in one straight line, just like a plank. Now this is a pose I find missing in most conventional forms of Surya Namaskar. This pose, when performed, makes the transition easier between two difficult poses in Surya Namaskar. Make sure only your chest and forehead touch the ground and your belly is off the floor when you perform this dip. I usually try to keep my knees elevated off the floor when performing this pose, as you will see in the later sets. When you do the downward dog, try to move your feet forward as much as you can until your feet are completely flat on the floor. This pose that I talked about earlier is called the Adho Mukha Virasana, and you will see how it makes the transition to the next pose so much easier. Now bring your left leg forward and place it in between your palms and keep your right leg extended. If you have knee pain, you can keep your knees slightly bent during this pose. If you cannot place your palms on the floor, just hold on to your legs with your hands. Return to start position. This completes one set in Surya Namaskar. We're going to be doing 6 sets in total. First round, start with your left leg and end with your right leg, and second round, start with your right leg and end with your left leg. As you can see, Surya Namaskar constitutes a well-rounded exercise routine featuring 12 distinct movements that unfold seamlessly in a fluid and graceful sequence synchronized with the right breathing technique. The sun, considered as the ultimate source of life energy, has long been acknowledged by our ancestors as a profound source of well-being. They discovered that engaging in a series of intentional movements performed in the gentle morning sunlight as a form of offering bestowed upon them a wealth of health, vitality, and a heightened sense of spiritual well-being. Ideally, try to face the east-west direction when performing Surya Namaskar, and if you can find a sunny spot in your house where you can do this, it's really great. The best way to do it is in the great outdoors, depending upon your local weather conditions.
Ideally, 12 sets of Surya Namaskar is a complete workout in itself. So if you can achieve that, it's really great. But for beginners, 6 is a good starting point.
As you keep practicing, you will notice that you start picking up speed and your movements start to become more fluid. If you found this video useful, please like, share and subscribe to GlowFit to be fit and glowing always. If you're in need of customized diet or workout plans, please drop me a message and I will help you out. Details are in the description box. Thanks for watching.